Hello everyone, back for some more thrift store finds. Another week, another trip to the bins. I found some good stuff and a great example of why it's good to be friendly to the people that are working there. To start off with some VHS, we have Batman the Movie, an older Warner clamshell of Battle of the Bulge, a sealed copy of, from the Preston Sturges collection, Sullivan's Travels, a good movie with Veronica Lake, Twilight Zone, a couple episodes on here. We have Steel and A Game of Pool. A few of these clamshell rewind TV, these re-TV releases. I have a couple of these for some classic shows. They usually do a lot of more like 50s through early 90s, Hawaii Five-0 and Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. This has the pilot. Gremlins. A sealed copy of Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. Anchors Away. Willow. Tom and Jerry, The Magic Ring. Then we have one of these storybook classic VHS where it's a narrated version of the storybook, not the movie How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but How the Grinch Stole Christmas and If I Ran the Zoo with Walter Matthau as the narrator. A few episodes of The Dick Van Dyke Show. One of these from the selection of episodes they forgot to renew, so this is definitely a public domain tape by Leisure Entertainment. And Alvin and the Chipmunks, Trick or Treason. Then, I had to check the back, make sure this is YouTube appropriate. It is Party Games for Adults Only. And as I was checking out from the last load that I found, where I found most of the VHS, the cashier was talking to me, and when they bring all these bins out of this huge outlet location, they have everyone, of course, stand to the side, and then the cashier and maybe one helper go through the bins very quickly in like a 2-3 minute span and just double check for anything broken or dangerous, kind of glass. They're supposed to do that in the back, but they're supposed to double check. And apparently, I've never seen it happen, so it must be very infrequent, but apparently they're supposed to keep their eye out for anything overtly pornographic and take it out of the bins, and they either throw it away or put it on Goodwill online, but usually throw it away, she was saying, which is crazy because there's a lot of potential money in that. But she pulled out 2 VHS today and put them behind the counter and was talking to me. She said, you know, you're one of the few customers that I see regularly that grabs a lot of VHS. You know, we pulled 2 like adult tapes out, and they're still brand new sealed. And she said, do you want them? I was like, yeah, sure. She said, well, here, just put them in your bag. So for free, I got 2 sealed adult VHS tapes from the 80s. So that alone right there, I mean, that is, one of them will sell for more than everything I bought. I spent $26 today total for everything. So I was like, sealed? Holy crap! I'll take them if they're open. I said double check. Yeah, there's no overt nudity. I'll have to cover one picture here, but completely sealed from the 80s from Adam Video. We have Black Sister, White Brother. Just making sure, can't show the back of that one. And we have Vanessa Gets It from Escort Video. I'll make sure I'm covering what I need to cover for YouTube appropriateness, but yeah, completely brand new sealed vintage VHS, like anything, if that's on VHS or beta or CED or Laserdisc, that type of thing, I will never pass up. I just go right into it. But yeah, of course I'll grab that, especially for free. A couple of video game finds, and then we'll get into the Blu-rays and DVDs. We have Cooking Mama 3, Shop and Chop for the DS, and 2 Disney Princess Wii games, My Fairy Tale Adventure and The Princess and the Frog. Then Blu-ray, we have Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai, 3 Kings, District 9, and The Nightmare on Elm Street. I think this is the exact edition that I have. Yeah, it's the exact same one that I have in our collection on Blu-ray of Nightmare on Elm Street. Troy, Huck and the King of Hearts, that one's sealed. The House of Wax remake, the one with Paris Hilton, actually saw one in theaters. Rugrats, All Grown Up and Loving It, that one's sealed. A bunch of sealed ones today. Brave Little Toaster, My Best Friend's Wedding, Ninja Assassin. I'd say roughly a third of them are sealed today, so that's pretty good. That makes it very easy to go through and list them too. Burn After Reading and Wedding Crashers. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Pumping Iron, 25th Anniversary Edition. Love that movie. Great movie. This is an interesting one. I never knew Kelsey Grammer was a Santa in a movie, but we have the Christmas collection, including Kelsey Grammer's Mr. Saint Nick. It's an 8-movie collection of Christmas movies, along with a bonus disc of Christmas songs. And it looks like it has 20 Christmas songs and 8 movies. It's a little Christmas collection, getting ready for that time of year. As I'm filming this, it is Halloween, so getting into that Christmas spirit. Usually it starts right afterwards. The 12th season of ER, a 2-film romance collection. We have The Notebook and The Lucky One, Cursed, The Passion, Rob Zombie's Halloween, the 2-disc director's cut, Sexy Movie, some Wishbone. Don't really see Wishbone on DVD ever, really. It's always VHS. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw Wishbone on DVD, any of it. I'm pretty sure it's only 1 episode, though, which is the sad part. It's 28 minutes. Come on, why can't you have a DVD release with like 6 episodes? But you don't see that very often. All of My Heart in Love. We have Lacey Chabert and Ed Asner in here, too. The Hallmark movies. Flight of the Phoenix, The African Queen, She's the Man, Down with Love, Honeymoon in Vegas, and the Ultimate Edition Rambo Trilogy collection, the original Rambo trilogy. Some Terry Goodkind, just randomly sitting there in the bin. If you've been watching these, you know these new bins, the one thing they're lacking is books. Everything else they're really great with. Another vintage cookbook. I always love to put those up on Etsy. We have the Mars cookbook. It has a bunch of vintage recipes with using Mars candy. We have The Second Life, Where She Went, Sensible Shoes, a few kids' books with some of the I Survived books and some Star Wars kids novelizations of episodes 1, 2, and 3. So that's a good little lot there. I have to look through. I'm pretty sure I have more of these. I'll make a big lot of them. Some of these Survivor books. And Never Cross a Vampire, as well as Errol Flynn, The Untold Story. And a little golden book, Disney's Tailspin Ghost Ship. The story of the making of Ben-Hur, MGM. And then we have a few playbills and things like that for the Academy of Music. The King and I includes the playbill from a showing and some magazine and newspaper clippings from the show. And so that kind of stuff, and like programs, a collection of that for The King and I and Godspell. A couple of oddball things, just an older Walt Disney mug, plastic one there, a random just, Chris Hemsworth, Thor. He was in really good condition, and he was like 5 cents, so I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll pick it up. And then 2 bags. This is one where actually it would take a while, so I want to know if I get enough comments. I'll go ahead and do it. If you want a closer look at these, if you have any interest at all, a bunch of old postcards from all around the world. We look through them very carefully, like just to see what things were, and it's stuff from the 40s, like 41 I think is the earliest that we saw when we were looking through the 80s, and some from like a lot from one family, but from all over the place, and a lot of really interesting pictures, interesting postage, and it's just cool to see from that variety of stuff, and from all over the US, and there's things from the UK and Canada and Germany, and I think some of the Germany ones are from like the 50s, so it's kind of interesting to see. But yeah, if you have an interest in seeing a closer look at these, I have to look through them and kind of organize them better as I just pulled them from the bins for like a quarter a piece. And as I'm doing that, I can film some of that if you guys would be interested at all, but I'm not sure, so I wanted to ask. And that was everything from this morning. Great haul, and again, happy to get some free VHS. It's always good. And the other day, Amanda and I were at a thrift store and we picked up a few things. We have the hardcover Ultimate Edition of the God of War 3 strategy guide, as well as Adventure Time, Explore the Dungeon Because I Don't Know, for the 360. One of these Timeless Media Group tin cases. I like these. They're very cheap, but they're just kind of nice to on the shelf. I have a couple of them. But we have the Tales from the Unexplained featuring Boris Karloff. And it has 12, collection of 12 here, episodes. And a sealed Blu-ray DVD combo of The Blair Witch. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys around again for some more thrift store finds. If you missed it, I just put up a video game review of the latest game that I've been playing. And as always, I also have a second channel if you're into Star Trek that is literally Star Trek stuff every single day.